Welcome to Black Star Radio. I am your host, DJ Shockkgyalnuhplay, aka Chakamanda Gomes. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. It's sponsored by the Caribbean Takeover Radio, which will be airing tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. So make sure you check it out. Right now, we're going to rewind this tune. This is a new tune by Super Cat called Push Time 2020 here on Black Star Radio. Let's get into it.
This is Pat McKay, WWAP Wild Apache Radio. Statistics say that this summer has had the highest increase in crime in 30 years. It hasn't been this high since 1992, when the ghetto was red hot. More news at 11.
Wellington Salam, let them ring the alarm. Push crime, push crime. I got ya. I got to Ricky man, push gun principle. See them down, put on them AK-49 rifle.
Right now you're listening to Push Time by Supercat 2020. You heard it first right here on Black Star Radio. You done now, the thing said.
Push big time.
Make sure you go check this video out on YouTube. Thank you for listening, everyone that's networking with me here on Black Star Radio. Thank you for tuning in with me here on 87.7 FM WVOA. If you're riding in your car, make sure you turn it up. Don't forget, this show ends at 7 o'clock. We have interview with Davare, an artist from Jamaica. So sit back, stay tuned, enjoy the show.
First time. One of you is IATM1. Rolex, I times. The river gonna spend big time. The river gonna push big time. The river gonna pay for crime. The river gonna push big time. Pounds for inside most I survive. Law is a simple crime. Well, watch out. On top of the ghetto is a poor is a crime. And fighting with your logic, weird rate, the government crime. On top of government fighting their people, it's a shameful.
Want to give a big shout out to Crucial Heights. Make sure you check them out on Instagram. Make sure you follow that link. Interview soon coming up with Crucial Heights and C4 artist.
In general, I'm gonna fight them no more.
Stay tuned. In November, we have a lot of different interviews, a lot of different events that will be occurring here on 87.7 FM. So make sure you spread the news. And one love and job. Pick up yourself. One love.
Friend of mine. Them is a cock up or rewind. Not quarter, no nickel, no dime. The moon makes some great gold coin. The virgin of the sweet as she wine. Now she top the reggae, take that sweet grape wine. Great wine, she drip wine. I just a pretty cute one of yours. 19,000 catty, I call picky one. First time. I wanna do is IATM1. Rolex, I times. The river gonna spend big time. The river gonna push big time. The river gonna pay for crime. The river gonna push big time.
Yes, you're listening to Supercat. That is called Push Time. It's a new song that is aired out by Supercat. Make sure you check it out. It's on YouTube here on 87.7 FM WVOA. Yes, so also here on 87.7 FM, I like to just announce some news today. It's been reported that there has been snow in Seattle, which here in central New York, we've been doing pretty good. So, I'm very blessed, and I'm pretty sure we're very blessed to have this weather out here. But, the times are changing, and the seasons are changing, and snow is already here not in central New York, but we've been having some beautiful weather up here, which is beautiful, So, I just thank God for that. But, it's coming, so make sure that you do that accordingly. Make sure you wear your jackets and stay warm and keep yourself hydrated, and keep good things inside of your body so that, these viruses don't try to attack you, because that's when the virus, it will attack us when it gets cold. But for now, we're all right up here in central New York. Also, I want to tell some headline news, some real serious news that's been going on here on Black Star Radio. So on Nashville News, there was a man who was charged with multiple accounts of, let me see. Here it goes. He was pleaded guilty to transmitting an incurable virus of HIV to 19 partners, 19 women. Okay, so he's an HIV positive man who was sentenced to 6 years in prison for not disclosing that he had the virus to 19 partners. So, you know, in this dating world, you got to be careful. You really have to be careful. And if you out here, you have this woman, that woman, and you have this man, and you have that man, you have to be very safe, and you can't be, nowadays, even then, you can't have to do casual, sexual, things with people, just exchanging bodily fluid with others. You have to be very careful nowadays. So, the guy's name is Danny C. Perry. Okay, the second, then he's 41. So if anyone knows that name, anyone that's out there in that area, okay, that is in Nashville, make sure you get yourself, if you have slept with this man, his name is Danny C. Perry. He's 41, Danny C. Perry the second. He pleaded guilty to transmitting incurable diseases, okay, acknowledged to all women being tested. All these women were tested. The 19 women were tested, and they all came out with HIV. They were HIV positive. So look at this. Now, mind you, these 19 women are sleeping around with other people, I'm guaranteeing you, so they're spreading the virus. So in this world that we're living in, you have to make sure that you are very safe and make sure that you take care of your body and your mind and your spirit, and all that casual sexual gratification is just going to end up putting you in a casket in the long run. So, basically, I'm going to say it again. On the WZTV, Fox News Nashville reported that this HIV positive man was sentenced 6 years in prison. I don't think 6 years in prison was good enough for him to get, especially, but at the same time, we have to have awareness as individuals about taking care of ourselves and making sure we know who we sleep with. You understand? You could go back. It's not embarrassing, you know what I'm saying, to go to the doctors and go get yourself tested and let your partner see that you are tested as well, so that you can remain and have a healthy life. That right there, and all these people, these 19 women that were tested HIV positive, have these other partners that they slept with. So mind you how far this is traveling. Okay? Once again, here, I have some more news. I have some good news. That was some bad news. So I have some good news. The good news is in Los Angeles yesterday, there was a truck. It's called the laundry truck. So if you know anyone in the area of Los Angeles, they have a laundry truck that's going around, which provides free mobile laundry services to homeless people, okay, in the Los Angeles greater area. So if you know anyone in the area, let them know. The laundry truck, just look it up online, and they are going around and they are helping the homeless residents in the area, in the greater area of Los Angeles. They're offering services to clean clothes. And in just one day, they've already washed 4,000 loads, okay? 4,000 pounds of clothing already for the homeless. So if you know anyone, it's called the laundry truck, all right? It's the newest trailer. They open up Thursday, which provides free mobile laundry services to homeless people in the Los Angeles area, all right? So if you know anyone, if you know your neighbor, if you know anyone that is in that area, make sure you just let them know if they're on the streets or not, if they look like they need help, to contact the laundry truck, and they will come and they will deliver their services to you to wash your clothes. All right? We have to help each other. We have to be out here for one another. If we don't do that, who do we have? We definitely need to spread more love, and that's what we need, in this world, is to spread more love. And we need to let people know, what's out here. We need to let people know what's out here and share the love, So anyways, right now, I just want to play a song. It's called Truth Be Told. And this is by Jah-Eyes. I want to big up Jah-Eyes. Jah-Eyes is a really great, talented reggae artist. He's worked with King Addies and many, many, many big artists that's in the music industry. That's unnameable. You understand? So right now, this song is called Truth Be Told here on Black Star Radio by Jah-Eyes. You are listening to 87.7 FM WVOA. If you're listening here on air, we are airing live on Facebook as well. You can hit me up on that Facebook, Chakamanda Gomes. All right, 87.7 FM WVOA.
it through. Keep a fire under control. Alright. I've been searching so long for a virtuous woman. Yes. Now that I found her, I won't let go. No, no. She bring me blessings in the morning, good advice in the evening. She makes sure my need that my want is satisfied. Alright. To the never see I disrespect her, hell, there's no way. No way. Watch the bad mind them, no listen what them say. Oh no. Check out the trap video when she's out the road. Yeah, because what she had to give me was more than silver. Oh no. Let the truth be told. Let it be told.
Yes, you're listening to Ja Eyes on Black Star Radio, Shockkgyalnuhplay Entertainment.
Alright. I know the times get cold when it gets cold. Keep a fire under control. So let the truth be told, let it be told. Woman, you satisfy my mind and soul. Right. And when the times get cold, when it gets cold, keep a fire under control. Right, yeah. She bring me blessings in the morning, good advice in the evening. A blessed love is not deceiving, and I know she's never leaving. And I'm to hear her voice when I'm out of town. I know that she would never hurt my hand.
You already know you're listening to Black Star Radio.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, baby. Oh, and when the times get cold, when it gets cold, keep a fire under control. Let the truth be told.
Make sure you hit me up for those promotions, surroundedbymusiq@gmail.com. Follow me on their Instagram, Shockkgyalnuhplay Entertainment.
Keep a fire under control. Keep a fire under control. Keep a fire under control.
Yes, 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 indeed. You already know 87.7 FM, WVOA Radio. Shockkgyalnuhplay Entertainment, sponsored by the Caribbean Takeover Radio. That was Ja Eyes, Truth Be Told, one of my big friends. Big up yourself. All right, straight. All right, so that right there was Ja Eyes. Make sure you check him out on all social media platforms. He is hot. You know, he's been doing music for years, for well over 20-something years, you know. I respect him, and he's doing what he needs to do in the game. You know, he worked for himself. He's an independent artist that is doing what he does best, singing. You understand? And spreading the message of positivity. Soon we will be having DeVaré here with an interview in just a few minutes. So in between that time, we're going to play some Buju, Hills and Valleys. Over hills and valleys too. Excuse that for a second. That was just me messing up here at the radio station. No, don't mind it. We're back on air here. Buju Banton, Hills and Valleys.
Why try to let I am happy? Through that mystical communication between, we keep on coming together. I love to see brothers and sisters looking out for one another. That's the way it should be, not contrary. Stop tearing down each other. Only Rasta free the people. All my ears and valleys too. How could they fool you? Don't be you, try free the people. All my ears and valleys too. How could they fool you? Don't believe a minute, I tell you with you. I just get through. You just behaving like they want you to, yeah. I say, arrogance is much different from ignorance. And who feel the same way too. Many live this life without having a clue. No reason why they are so sad and no. Yes, it's the world so much.
All right. Right now, this is DeVaré. This is called Diamond in the Rough. We will have him on air soon, calling in the radio station. So stay tuned.
For someone like you to hold on to, and though I've been real grown, it's like I never could break through to get to you. So many thoughts of giving up. That's search for more.
You are listening to DeVaré. This is called Diamond in the Rough here on Black Star Radio.
Like a diamond
87.7 FM WVOA.
straight through that door. Now I'm secure, 'cause all my life I've been through changes, and the road has been rough, really rough. All my life I've been through changes, and the way
Thank you.
has been tough, really tough. I've only dreamed one day I would find that diamond in the rough. Lord, one day I'll find that diamond in the rough. Some say dreams don't come true, and so they don't plan. No, they don't plan. It's changes after changes make it so hard to understand. Oh, and you have to sacrifice in order to achieve. Say don't make believe. You gotta hold on to your dream, no matter how hard life seems. Oh, my life I've been through changes, and the road has been rough, really tough.
Let's see.
All my life I've been through changes, and the way has been tough, really tough. One day I would find.
All right, you're listening to DeVaré. That is Diamond in the Rough. I just want to tell you a little bit about DeVaré. All right. DeVaré was born and raised in St. Thomas, Jamaica. All right. And I just want you all to know about this artist before we have the interview. So it gives you a little bit of, because on this show, everyone that's listening worldwide on the radio dial, you know, we have so many different artists that come here on Black Star Radio. And, you know, this is basically where a lot of artists that haven't really gotten their platform out all the way to different radio stations, they come through Black Star Radio, and I let all the audiences know, you know, let the audience know about the artist in detail. So DeVaré was born and raised in St. Thomas, Jamaica, but currently is residing in the United States almost exclusively, writes songs appreciative of the bond that a man and a woman, appreciate of that, a bond between a man and a woman, and the fallout that occurs when a bond goes away and when love turns to hate. The music the music celebrates the love of a woman from a man's perspective, even though DeVaré migrated from the Jamaica to USA many years ago, but spends his time between his home in USA and St. Thomas. So we're going to play some more of his music right now. We're going to have him come on air for the interview now. So let's just take a pause real quick, everyone here online. Hello? Good evening. Welcome to Black Star Radio, DeVaré.
How are you?
Yes, doing wonderful. Thank you. I'm glad to have you here on air with us on Black Star Radio. I'm Chakamanda, DJ Shockkgyalnuhplay. This is wonderful to have you here.
Hi, Chakamanda.
Yes, hi. How's everything? How's everything going?
Everything is going great, actually. I'm doing well. It's a wonderful thing. And everything is just peachy. Everything is nice.
That's great. That's great. So I was just going over your bio with the audience here, and I was just letting them know where you were from and, just about your career and, the type of music that you like and everything, and just a little bit about you, your personality. It's just a few questions I wanted to ask you. So I've been listening. You have a manager. Her name is Natalie Osborne. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes. You have been working with her. You guys have been creating some really great. You have been creating some really great music. And how's it been going for you with the COVID and everything? I've been asking all the artists that come here on Black Star Radio, how has that affected you with your music? Has that been effective at all? Has that encouraged you to go harder with your music, or?
As far as going harder, not necessarily. It is good to have some more time sometimes to do things that you couldn't do before. But the greatest effect is that it stopped me from releasing an album when I wanted to. That was the most adverse effect of COVID-19. As far as COVID-19 is concerned, I stay away from the thing. I'm pretty much almost still following the stay-at-home order. I don't want anything to do with that.
Right.
I don't really go to the studio like a lot of people would. I don't take care of chances.
You're playing it safe, basically, just playing it safe around this time. Yeah. So as far as lately, with your last, so what was your last recorded song and that you were working on?
Actually, I am working on an album. I've got 2 songs left to finish that album. But as far as last recorded. Let me see. I think the last recorded song was Only Human.
Only Human?
Only Human, yeah. And around that time, I do my recording exclusively in Jamaica. I don't record any place else. This is purposeful. Okay?
Yes.
I like the feel. I like how when musicians play by ear versus play off of a music scroll, I like the feel of the music in that way, and I use live music, so that works for me. That's fun, right? So
yes.
When COVID came, I was in Jamaica trying to finish that album, and right around the time when they were going to announce the stay-at-home order,
yes,
which had already taken hold in the U.S. You see what I mean?
Right, right.
I was expecting it to pretty much land everywhere around the world. Italy was in a bad way. New York was in a bad way. It was just in a bad way. So I kind of braced myself waiting for this to happen. And I took the initiative and said, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to stay right here. So we're living in America. I guess that's a little bit of an advantage, that you would know what's going on and get a broader perspective on what's going on. So I basically followed America's lead and started the stay-at-home order.
Yes, yes. Well, I don't blame you, because it's very dangerous, and especially, it's a real serious thing that's happening right now. But how do you, work around that? Are you still working at home and putting your album together in your own, or are you going to wait until all of this passes and work on it in Jamaica, or?
Well, at this point, we've learned enough about this disease to pretty much keep ourselves safe. So as far as that part is concerned, I am going to go finish those 2 songs. I've already booked a ticket to go finish those 2 songs in Jamaica, because I would like to have this album released by Christmas. that doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to take unnecessary chances. It just means that we know so much more now, 6 months later than we did then.
Yes, yes.
So it's better to make an educated decision,
Exactly.
This is the direction that I'm taking. Now, if this means I have to force water up the hill, it's not going to happen. Safety first.
That's right.
So that's how the plan is inside my head.
Yes, yes, and I respect that, and that's a good move that you're doing because you're actually protecting yourself and your family and and your loved ones too as well. And I basically just want to say I'm actually a new fan now because when I've heard of DeVaré music, I said, wait a minute, you have such a the essence of your music is very loving, and I love that because it reminds me of back when Dennis Brown was here and when all the good art, when all the artists were together, all the reggae ambassadors were together, and they were just bringing more love and unity, and that's what I feel in your music. I don't feel any. It's not like lustful. It's more about love and connection. And, seeking out a woman's heart and seeking out a man's mind and just trying to come together and make things work. And I love the positive essence that you're giving off of your music. And like I said, I'm a new fan. And
I appreciate the love.
Yes. And
honestly, I do. Let me add a little bit to what you just said. The thing about my journey, and I'm speaking on life journey now, not career journey.
Yes.
My life journey states to me that love is the strongest force known to humankind.
In the universe.
I'm convinced on that. I don't need anybody to explain that to me. So
I agree.
Conviction. Based on that conviction, it is not necessarily only the fact that a man loves a woman intimately. It's the fact that, listen, love will always conquer hate, but first you've got to meet and know what love is.
That's right.
Okay? So if you see the essence that you're talking about, you can see it in multiple lights. Any song that I have ever written is generally speaking of the broad scope of love, the real true meaning of it. You plant a seed and you make it grow by doing all the nutrition stuff for that plant. You see? So that's the idea. So a lot of times people would say, oh, you must fall in love. I fall out of love all the time and this and that. But that's not necessarily true.
Right.
Interpretation of the angle that you take things from.
Mm-hmm.
With me personally, right? I only write on inspiration. I will not go hear a rhythm and then turn up my ears and I just force a whole bunch of words into a sentence and try to say that's music. That's not my style. I'm different.
Right.
I'm from the other way around, right? So I'm standing here talking to you right now and I get inspired. Whatever the inspiration is, I'll just take my right hand while I'm holding the phone in my left hand and I write down 2 scribble scrabble words. And the minute I get the moment to go back to that, it connects again. If I don't lock it, I lose it. So that is how my inspiration works.
Yes.
So it might be that I see a car accident, yeah? And it's the love of the person who came out of his car, risk burning himself to death to save another person that I'm saying that is based on love. It's not based on hate. It cannot be.
And also on vibration. I know there's vibration.
Yeah,
so you
exactly. So you see, that's what you're feeling right there because it's real.
Yes.
It's for me in a genuine manner. That's why. And again, I really appreciate you being a new fan.
Oh, yes, definitely. And you'll be played a lot here on Black Star Radio. I can tell you that on a regular basis. Just because of the, a lot of artists don't know that, sometimes the message that you give out, you have to be very careful because, and this is what my sponsor told me too, Ross Lawrence. He's, told me, he says, it's the message and the energy that you put out and you have to be careful with that. And, if you're spreading good energy, then we can spread that good energy across the world. But if you put out a bad energy with bad spirits, then you can create a lot of turmoil. It could be, so I just try to watch a lot of things that I play here on Black Star Radio. And I do play some dancehall, but I just, I try to keep it to a tone just because of the, the vibrations that come off of music, They're very powerful and very spiritual.
100%. I'm so there with you. It's ridiculous because
yes.
We who have, and Tony Rebel has said this. Big up Tony Rebel anyway. You stand up. Right
yes. Big up Tony Rebel.
Said this. You see what you put out there. You have this huge platform to influence so many.
So many.
You don't want to be anybody's role model or any whatever it is as it relates to that, but you can't stop it from happening the minute you go public.
That's right.
For you to decide after that moment has occurred. So as far as I am concerned, my everyday life, my breathing in and my breathing out, says I must always set an example.
That's right.
That's what I'm
Every
saying.
day.
That's just the way how it works. So, as far as what you're hearing and feeling and what you're saying, I am with you. I'm there 100% with that. I'm not trying to knock anybody as thing. I'm not trying to tell anybody else what to do. But what
That's
I'm
right.
doing is saying this artist, DeVaré, will always be by example. Period.
That's wonderful, and that's great because we need more. We need more people. We need more individuals to kind of team up and give off good energy. Because if we were able to do that, we would be able to. A lot of the crime wouldn't be here. It'd be more love, and the energy would be a whole different field. But like with other music other than listening to DeVaré, and other artists, they play this. They have the same essence as you do. Everyone's individually has their own spiritual energy that they put off. But when you put off positive energy within your music, it can do so much to someone's day or to their life. So
Absolutely.
continue
There
doing
you
what
go.
you're
You hit the
doing.
nail right on the head.
Yes, because it goes off of mood. Music is off of mood. So if you're in a certain mood, it goes off of you times 10. So the music.
I have said that, man.
Yes.
You know what? It's like you were listening to me when I said that, because I say what you put in the pot, what you put in there, is not only what you take out, it's what the soup is going to taste like. You understand what I'm saying? To use the best analogy I could come up with. So at the end of the day, it really is what you put in. And then the hardest thing about what you put in is that, what do you expect to take out? You have to answer that question.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So also, I wanted to ask you about Love's Natural High. Actually, I'm Only Human. I'm Only Human. Could you tell everyone exactly like what type of mood you were and what message are you sending with I'm Only Human to the universe, to everyone that's out here listening on Black Star Radio? What energy from I'm Only Human were you putting out, just without me telling them, and I can let them hear the song afterwards, but what message are you giving to the universe with that song? Because it's very special.
There is this thing, right? There is this thing about it. First of all, let me be clear. I did not write that song. This is a
Really?
But this song came out about 1989, somewhere around there, 1988, 1989. But I think
Wow.
it was 1990. Okay. So this song basically is stating the fact that regardless of what you think you are, we use the word star to refer to people who have excelled in a particular thing or the other, and especially to refer to the depth of another one's pocket. Okay?
Right.
So once your life becomes celebrated, meaning that you have enough money to put yourself out in the public in a particular way, then we have a tendency to call ourselves star. Well, guess what? There is no human being that's a star. Every human being is only that human being.
That's right.
We have the portal that takes it in the same place, and the portal that lets it out.
I love that you said that. I love that you said that, because that's what gives some people a feeling like they're higher up, and we're only human beings. We're all the same. We bleed the same. We go to bed the same way. We all have the same eyeballs. We do the same thing. So no one should be.
I never met anyone that their eyes are in the back of their head or on the side.
Thank you.
So we're all the same in that.
We are all the same. So when they say superstar.
Here's the thing about the hospital, right?
Mm-hmm.
You've never ever seen money laid out in a bed talking about stomach hurt. It doesn't happen.
Right.
So your money becomes irrelevant when you get sick. And every human that I know, when your belly hurts, you curl in a fetal position and cry like a baby.
You sure do.
See where I'm coming from? So the fact of the matter is that says to me again that we're equal. So the point is, sometimes people will demand so much of you and judge you by a standard that they will not use to judge themselves.
Exactly.
That's
love
the
that.
key. That's what drove me to cover songs like this. And every song that I cover, I'm attached to it in some kind of way. That's why I build the music around the song in a particular way to try to create my own mood and my own feel. So that's the story about I'm Only Human.
That's amazing. I love that. I love it. I love it. I just like I said, I'm definitely a new fan. You will be played here on Black Star Radio just on a regular basis, put on the playlist. I love the message that you're sending, and I'm Only Human. A lot of people need to really digest the song into their brain, into their soul and spirit, so they can really understand it. And everyone that is listening here on air nationwide, here on 87.7 FM WVOA, we have DeVaré. Make sure you go check out all of his music on all social media platforms. His name is spelled Deh-vaa-rih. Devare with a hyphen over the E. Make sure you check them out on all social media. Like I said, Instagram, on YouTube. Go subscribe, like, and share. And just listen to his music. If you listen to it once, you'll get a feel of it. You'll get a feel of it, but you need to listen to it twice or three times just to digest it into your system, so that you can, get a peace of mind, and it helps you, like when you're feeling away. Like if you're feeling, I noticed today when I was playing, I played I'm Only Human, and it just made me feel so, like, made me feel happy inside before I even came to the interview. And I said, you know what, this is a nice song. It just puts a good energy in the air, because a lot of people, they with their music, they put out lust spirits and demonic spirits, and and those things carry on to, you can feel those things inside of you when you hear the words come through the the airwaves. You could hear it through the airwaves, because they have everything in 440 hertz now, which is demonic. So we have to change it.
That's the oddest thing that you said that. I love that you said
yes,
that.
in the 432 is a balance, and 417 is a balance. It balances everything. So if we keep the music like it is, like with I'm Only Human and Just the Way You Are, and I'll Make It With Your Love, all those songs and all those things will enter into your spirit, enter into your soul, and it'll help you to create positive energy within your day. That's the most important thing. And I also wanted to ask you, when you were working on music growing up, what inspired you to want to be a singer and an artist and create beautiful music for the nation? Like, who was your favorite who was your inspiration? If if it was your mom, dad, or if it was an artist, or like what was it? What was your inspiration?
It honestly was not a person. It was never a person. I am fiercely independent. I am the worst rebel you can ever imagine.
That's okay. We all have to have a rebel inside of us. We do.
Right?
That's
what
right.
What happened with me was I focused on making a living the easy way, because music is ridiculously hard. And I was born with music in me, but I never pursued it, because, like I'm saying, it's hard. And it also cannot sometimes sustain a family, or it can be really, really tough in that way. So I focused on getting an education and solidifying, bringing home a paycheck. That was my intention. But one day at work, I was actually singing, and I didn't even realize people were paying attention. They even drew closer and they were paying attention, and I wasn't focused on that. I was just doing it because it appeases my soul. So as I'm doing this thing, by the time I got done with the song, someone started a little bit of applause, and I turned around and they said, "Oh, you got a beautiful voice, this and that." Now I used to hear that, and it was okay for me to just sing to keep myself happy, right? And I got an opportunity based on that voice to go to England and to try to see where this could go, but I only focused on cover songs. I never really thought that I could write anything. There was an incident, and that incident made me isolate myself. And when I isolated myself, I was homesick. I was totally homesick. I wanted to be back home. It's the first time I'm coming to this place. It's so far away from home. All of this going on in my head. And I pulled out a piece of paper out of my bag, my man purse. I pulled out a piece of paper out of it and a pen, and I wrote down how I felt, but I didn't read it. I just wrote it out straight.
Yeah.
When I got to the studio later on that evening, I showed what I wrote to someone, and they cut me stink down rotten. They said I'm a liar, this and that, because I say I can't write songs and da-da-da and all of this stuff. And what is this? Because this is saying to them that I am homesick. That sent off a light bulb in my brain. It said to me, don't waste two talents. Don't.
That's right.
You have an ability to reach someone who has nothing to gain by telling you anything that you want to hear. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I made the decision that I'm not going to waste two talents. I am going to take the time, the money, the energy, what it takes. I'm not looking to be a big star. I'm not looking for the name and the house on the hill and all of that. I just wanted to share the two talents that I have.
Isn't that beautiful? That is amazing.
I don't need music to live. I said it different. You understand what I'm saying? I make a decent enough living off of setting it different.
That's right. That's beautiful. See, that's special. I've never heard anyone say that here on any interview I've had. You're a very a selfless person. So I can tell, like, you're very spiritual, and yeah, and you know what? That's very beautiful, because a lot of you're here for the message, and it was like the higher power was the one who was speaking to you, saying spread
Precisely.
love and spread the message. So
Yes.
just for that, for the higher power to speak to you, for you to notice that and not worry about the fame and the fortune, that's amazing, because it's either you can, if you happen to reach for the stars, you're reaching for the stars at the same time, but you're not really so worried about the money parts. You're doing it from your heart instead of doing it for the money.
That's what it is. You remember you said earlier about feel?
Right.
Now you're starting to put the jigsaw puzzle together. That's where that feel comes from.
Yes.
Because my music has to reach a certain level before I will even let a friend of mine hear it. I learned
That's
that along
good.
the way. And I use an analogy to refer to that. There's someone that said to me one time, you never show a novice an unfinished tile job. Okay? We're not talking about tile, we're talking about music, but it equates to the same thing. The fact of the matter is, I don't need someone brushing my shoulder down and telling me how good this, how that is to stroke my ego. That is not a part of what I do. What I do is I set a bar. There's a standard for me. And until, regardless of who wrote that song, until the song gets to that level, it's not ready for anyone else's ears except mine and the producer and the musician. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
That is why when you hear my music, it is at a certain level. I will not settle for it any lower than that level. You remember what I said earlier about COVID and not finishing those 2 songs?
Exactly.
Like
Yes.
I said, I'm not going to rush this thing to market. Absolutely not.
No, I don't think that you should. I think, this time that we all have, where everything's a little bit on hold, this is a spiritual war. So what's happening is we need to take this time out to make improve ourselves and improve our work and improve everything, and be, just even build up our spiritual side, and trust in God, and trust in the higher power more right now, because He's the one who's gonna guide us and bring us to victory whatever our destiny is. And it's just amazing. I do want to play a few songs for for everyone that's listening here on Black Star Radio, 87.7 FM. Here on air, we are live on air with Deh-vaa-rih. I am throughout the whole city. Everyone's listening. So, like I said, everyone, make sure you just please go check out this man. He's spiritually enlightened, and you'll love his music. He has a wonderful attitude. He has a great inspirational side that's just amazing. So, I just want to tell you, I'm very happy to have you here on Black Star Radio, and I wish I had so much more time, and I would love if you would have some time to come back and spend more time with us as well, where we can actually, you can kind of, feed the people here knowledge about music, even young artists, to kind of like maybe give them put some sense in their minds on, just the spirituality of music, and just teaching them, because I'm definitely, I have changed over some years too with the ways that things I've listened to, and, I just really respect wonderful artists as yourself that have put out this music to the world, just giving off just so much positive energy, and it's amazing. It just really helps improve. It's helping. If it's one person against a million, at least you're still pushing that energy out, because we need it as much as possible. We need it. Our children need to listen to that music. Our children need to indulge into that music, and because it'll help them grow and help them know about love and know about spirituality. So, Deh-vaa-rih, I'm very happy to hear you on Black Star Radio, and I would love to play this. Ya love here is to stay. This love ya is here to stay. I would love to play this song for the whole 87.7 FM, the Black Star Radio, Shockkgyalnuhplay crew, for the whole entire nation. We're here live on 87.7 FM, sponsored by the Caribbean Takeover Radio. Deh-vaa-rih, is there anything that you would like to say before I go ahead and play your music and I end the show and everything? Would you like to say anything to anyone that's listening?
I've always loved to spread the love to my team, to the people who take the time to listen. Okay, we don't have the time to go over all the names. There is something really quick that I want to say that I find very important. There are 4 artists, and I'm going to call all of their names. Imar Shepherd, there is me, Davare, there is Singer Irie, and there is George Prophet. We promised ourselves that we are going to show the world that artists can love each other and do not get into squabbles, stupid fights, ignorant arguments, and all of that kind of stuff. And I want to big up all of them other 3 artists. Okay? Natalie Sky Voice, Christine Rendell, those 2 people, I have to call for them names.
Yes. Big up yourself, Christine Rendell. And also Natalie Osborne and
Right.
Maria Sang. I also want to give a shout out to Maria Sang. She's also trying to say hello.
Maria Sang, big up.
Yes. One love to you, Empress, all the time. And yes, make sure you go check out DeVaré-music.com. Go to DeVaré-music.com. Check out the website. Check out the music. Follow the movement, and just show some love and some support. And make sure that you tune in back here next week on Black Star Radio at 6 p.m. with Chakamanda, Shockkgyalnuhplay Entertainment. And Mr. Deh-vaa-rih, it's been a blessing. It's been wonderful having you here on Black Star Radio. I'm going to continue by playing this Ya Love here. Love is here to stay.
One love.
Yes, one love.
All right.
Thank you. So you are listening to 87.7 FM, WVOA. This Ya Love is here to stay. Here on 87.7 FM, WVOA Radio. Right now, you're listening to Deh-vaa-rih. This is called This Ya Love is Here to Stay.
And all the people gonna try to get you down. But I don't care what people say. I'm gonna love you anyway. Oh, I don't care about the games they play. 'Cause it's a
You were listening to Deh-vaa-rih here on Black Star Radio. This Ya Love is here to stay. You are listening to Black Star Radio. Don't forget to check out the Caribbean Takeover Radio tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. with Ross Lawrence. Big up yourself, my sponsor. 7 to 11 p.m. the Caribbean Takeover Radio. All right. All right. Now this is I'm Only Human on 87.7 FM WVOA by Deh-vaa-rih. Make sure you go check out DeVaré-music.com online. Check out that station. Remember, check it out. Make sure you check out Deh-vaa-rih's website. This is I'm Only Human here on Black Star Radio. I just like to thank everyone for tuning in to Black Star Radio. It's time for me to get out of here. Don't forget to check me out next week, same time, same place. Shockkgyalnuhplay Entertainment. Make sure you check me out on Instagram. Make sure you check out my page, Surrounded by Music. Make sure you follow it. Make sure you follow Bongo Nazi Records and DeVaré-music. DeVaré.com. Check out the website. One love and job blessings. Want to big up Natalie Osborne, Christine Randall, and the whole crew. Big up yourself. One love. And don't forget the Dark and Enlightenment series tomorrow night from 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. with Ross Lawrence, Dr. B, Ross B, and Dr. B. All three of them. Make sure you check them out, all right? Okay, one love.
I'll be so very careful to hurt you. That's what I am.
And before I get up out of here, I just want you to know that all the music that is playing is available on all digital platforms. All right, Shockkgyalnuhplay Entertainment.simplesite.com. Check out my website as well, and DeVaré.music.com.
Every now and then I lose my way, like people tend to do. But that just goes to prove
Much love and job blessings. I hope everyone had a beautiful night. That was a wonderful interview. I really enjoyed it. Natalie, big up yourself. Christine, big up yourself. Everyone that was listening, big up yourself. Straight. See you next week. Same time, same place, 6 p.m. Make sure you share the video. Please share it in groups and share it around to your friends and family. Just share it to everyone. Please help support the artists that are coming up and spread this this interview to the world, all right? All right. DeVaré Music. Bless up.